The Roman goddess Ops was the goddess of wealth, abundance, and fertility. She is shown as a motherly figure with long flowing hair, often in a field or meadow surrounded by flowers and greenery. In some pictures, she is nursing a baby to show her connection to fertility and nurturing. Ops usually has a calm and serene look on her face. Her eyes are often closed, and whether day or night, the moon can be seen in the background. The themes associated with Ops are wealth, fertility, opportunity, and growth. The symbols related to these themes are seeds, bread, and soil. Ops is known for providing mortals with opportunities to be productive every day, whether with their family or with what the earth can provide them with. King Titus Tatius of the Sabine monarch mythically instituted the cult of Ops. She then became known as the patroness of prosperity, riches, and abundance. She was given a famous temple in the Capitolium. There was a festival that took place during the month of August and a day in December. Ops was married to the god Saturn, and together they had many children. Their children were Ceres, Pluto, Neptune, Jupiter, Vesta, and Juno. Neptune was the god of the sea. He is linked to the Greek god Poseidon. He was also considered to be the god of horses by his Roman worshippers, as his myth says he invented the horse with a single blow of his trident. He was also the inventor of chariot races. He has dark hair and sits in a large shell as a chariot, pulled by either whales or seahorses. Jupiter was the supreme god of the Roman pantheon. He was the god of light and sky and the protector of state and laws. He is associated with lightning, storms, and thunder. His wife was Juno, and he was linked to the Greek god Zeus. He would eventually become part of the triad of gods established by the inhabitants of Rome. He was considered the greatest of all gods, but was also linked to Juno and his daughter Minerva in power. Pluto was the god of the underworld and the judge of the dead. He is a close resemblance to the Greek god Hades of the underworld. His myth is also similar. While Hades captured Persephone and made her his wife, Pluto captured Proserpina. Ceres was the goddess of agriculture, grain crops, motherly relationships, and fertility. She is linked to the goddess Demeter. Ceres was very important to Roman mythology, as she was the only god who was involved with mortals on a day-to-day basis. She was loved for her service to mankind. She taught humans how to grow, preserve, and prepare corn and other foods. Vesta was the goddess of the hearth, domestic life, and the home. She was the oldest of Ops' children, but the last to be released from her father Saturn's stomach in the myth. So she is considered to be both the oldest and the youngest. She was very attractive, and many men fought for her hand. She rejected them all and begged Jupiter to allow her to remain a virgin. He agreed, and to thank him, Vesta took care of his home. This is why she is identified with domestic life and tranquility. Juno was the protector and special counsel of the state. She was married to Jupiter, and together they had Mars and Vulcan. Juno was responsible for the welfare of the Roman women. Ops' myth is closely related to that of Rhea and Cronus of Greek mythology. According to Roman mythology, Ops' husband, Saturn, was the protector and sower. He reigned supreme in the universe, but it was prophesied that one of his children would overthrow him from the throne. Saturn decided to do everything in his power to prevent this by swallowing every child that Ops bore him. Ops wanted to protect at least one child, and so when her sixth child, Jupiter, was born, Ops hid the baby and wrapped a stone in swaddled clothing. Saturn thought that the rock was his new son and swallowed him, like he had his other children. The baby was safe and raised far away. When Jupiter was grown, he decided it was time to overthrow his father and take control. He also wanted to save his siblings. He got the job of cupbearer to Saturn and added a potion to the cup that caused his father to vomit. When he vomited, all the children were freed from his stomach. This began a long battle between Saturn and his children. After years of battles, Jupiter eventually won. As Jupiter ascended to the throne, Saturn fled from the area and settled in Rome, where he established the Golden Age. The Golden Age was a time of perfect harmony and peace, which lasted as long as he reigned. Thank you for watching my video. Soon I will be making more videos about the Roman holiday Saturnalia and also Yule and some rituals and information and history about these festivals. Please rate, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful evening.